help you crack the Lingo Code.
Something going on here that's beyond us.
Lingo, back-to-back episodes, weeknights starting at 7 on GSN.
Florets, the delicious chlorophyll chewing gum that makes your breath kissing sweet in seconds, presents the exciting television game, The Name's the Same. Now, let's meet our panel of famous names. Lovely radio and television actress, Joan Alexander. That man with a grin, Gene Rayburn. Our favorite Miss America, Bess Meyerson. The world's most famous Sherlock Holmes, Basil Rathbone. And the head man himself, Robert Q. Lewis.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to The Name's the Same. We're glad that you've joined us. Tonight, as usual, you're going to meet some people with very famous names. Names the same as celebrities, places, and things that we all know.
And for even bigger stuff, there's a Swiffer with a vacuum. The Swiffer Sweeper Vac.
Well, I think we're all set now to play The Name's the Same. Let's meet our first guest with a famous name. How'd you do? Sit right down. Welcome to The Name's the Same. We like to get a little information, just facts, ma'am, about you. Where are you from?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, and what do you do?
I sell for William Frisch on Coney Island Avenue, Brooklyn, coats and suits.
Oh, very good. This is the first time we've had a mention of Brooklyn on The Name's the Same without applause. I think this is a new record in television. I think we've established a precedent tonight. Well, Miss X, and I've got to call you Miss X. I'm going to refer to you that way so I don't give away your name by accident. Let's let our viewers at home see your famous name. Panel, it's up to you to cross-examine Miss X to determine what her name is. You have 10 questions apiece, as is usual. Each panelist who uses up his questions or fails to get the correct answer must pay our guest $20. All right, let's start with our lovely Miss America, Bess Meyerson. Bess?
Are you a living American woman?
Yes, I am. You are.
Are you in some form of show business?
No.
Yes, I think you would say that you were in some form of show business.
Yes, I was. A long time ago.
No, not you, darling.
I was, though.
I'm sure you were, but we must imagine for the moment. We must imagine for the moment that you are the other person whose name you bear. We are answering questions as if you were... Are you following me?
Yes, I am.
Were you really in show business yourself?
Yes, I was.
All right. Well, let's establish that the lady whose name this lady bears is in show business.
And to get back to the first question, you still are a living American woman?
Yes, I am.
Yes, indeed.
Are you primarily an actress?
No.
Are you perhaps famous for singing or playing a musical instrument?
No, I'm not.
Let's see now. You don't sing, act, or play a musical instrument. Sound like you don't do anything.
Well, that's not quite true.
I hope not.
You have
now,
6
let's
questions.
see. Do you have any interesting physical characteristics?
Well...
I'd better answer that. Yeah.
Well, would you be the type that men whistle at?
They used to.
No, darling, now we must assume... I'll whistle at you any time you want. But, darling, now we're assuming that you are the person who's... You're not really following me at all. Yes, this lady is the type person that fellas would whistle at, yes. And so are you. Well, no, all right. Go on, Bess. 4 questions.
Have you ever made any appearances before an audience in what might be described as a scanty costume?
No, I haven't.
No, but, well, the game does get a little tough.
Supposing I will ask you.
Well, that's all right. Now, you see, darling, you must assume that you are...
Oh, I understand now.
You're all right now. now. You're not dumb at all. You're not dumb at all. You're doing fine, Tootsie, and you just relax. Don't worry. Let's start from the beginning. No.
Well, let me see. You're a living American woman,
Right.
and you're in show business. You don't sing, you don't act, you don't play a musical instrument.
Oh, I do sing and I play the, I am...
No. Now, you might. I know.
Well, all right.
Now you understand too well. No,
All right,
let's assume the last question that was asked was, have you ever appeared in public
Yes,
in a
wearing a scanty costume.
Yes. The answer to
Yes.
that would be very definitely yes.
Would you work behind a fan or a bubble?
No.
No?
No.
Well, I have two. I'll save them. I pass.
Gene, 10 questions.
Are you very tall?
Yes.
Do you have brunette hair?
Yes.
Have you ever written a book?
Well, wait a minute now. Let me see here. No, I have all the answers right here. I don't worry about that.
Do you have a three-part name?
A three-part name.
You know, like John Charles Thomas?
No. Just, no.
Are you currently active?
Yes.
Are you appearing in New York somewhere?
Yes.
You got it now. You see, it didn't take... It wasn't so tough. No, you're all right now. You relax. Go on.
I pass.
All right, Joni, 10 questions.
When you wore this costume that was scanty, were you in a contest of some sort?
Yes.
Yes.
And do you appear primarily in television now?
Yes.
Are you very beautiful, and are you on a panel show?
Yes.
Why, you must be Miss Meyerson.
Say it now.
Bess Meyerson.
Meyerson is right. Now, this is Bess. This is Bess
I think she's so beautiful.
Bess, this is one Bess. You go on over and meet another. You were fine. Now, don't worry about a thing. I'm coming over and buy some coats and suits. What avenue was that?
Coney Island Avenue.
Coney Island Avenue. Thank you, darling. Meanwhile, you get some checks, and thank you from Clorettes for playing the names the same. Nice to have you with us.
I don't have to pay.
Star.
Do you want to see your name right here? Well, you can if you think you're smart enough. Go to gsn.com right now and play along.
Well, now let's meet our next guest with a famous name. Do you understand how we play the names the same? Do you? All right, now move right in, darling. Where are you from?
I'm from Astoria, Long Island.
Astoria, and what do you... Well, there you are. See, tonight is not Brooklyn night, it's Astoria night. What do you do there?
I'm a student
Are you? Where?
at Julia Richmond High School here in Manhattan.
Well, you've got quite a trip every day, don't you, from Astoria into Manhattan?
25 minutes.
Oh, well, that's not so bad. All right, we know you've got a famous name. We're all anxious to take a look at it. Let's let our viewers at home see your famous name. The panel, I know you know the rules. Miss X, you may answer yes or no as if you were the famous person whose name you bear. Basil, you didn't even get started during that last... Well, good evening, and why don't you start this round for us?
Are you a woman?
No.
Very good question.
I therefore conclude that you are a man.
Yes.
Are you a young
Thank
man?
goodness she knows how to play this game. I'm sorry.
No, as opposed to a child. Are you a young man?
Yes.
Are you an American?
Yes.
Are you alive?
Yes.
Are you in any... Are you in the entertainment field?
Yes.
4 questions, Basil.
Are you a comedian?
I think you might... now, let's establish one thing. It is awfully difficult for me to distinguish...
By a comedian, I mean somebody like Jack Benny, Fred Allen, recognized comedians. Are you a recognized comedian?
Well, yes, but there again, the gentleman has other facets. You would not single him out as a comedian alone, I do not think.
Do you appear in television?
Frequently. You have 2 questions.
Do you appear in motion pictures?
Yes.
Yes.
Right,
One question.
Go to it, Bess.
All right, Bess. Very
Well,
good,
then are you
Basil.
primarily known as an actor?
Yes.
You are. Are you Is there a film of yours currently playing on Broadway?
No.
The parts that you played in the movies, were you generally teamed with someone in particular?
There were times when you might have considered him part of a team, but I don't think you would. When you're thinking of, for example, Lewis and Martin and Lewis, I like to give the other one top billing. I don't think you would. I don't think you would think of him as part of a team. No, not really. Go ahead, Bess.
Did you ever do a series of movies? In other words, a series about the same subject or the same person?
Yes.
Yes.
Would this series have been about Andy Hardy?
Yes.
Are you Mickey Rooney?
Mickey Rooney is right. Very good. Very good. Mickey, let me ask you something. Have you ever met the famous person whose name you bear?
No, I haven't.
Well, I think we have a treat for you as well as for our viewers tonight, a gentleman who has just rushed over where he did sensationally on the Milton Berle Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Mickey Rooney. Well, Mickey, meet Mickey.
So you're Mickey Rooney.
Yes, I am.
You're a little taller than the Mickey Rooney I know. The Rooney I know is standing in a hole down there. But it's very nice knowing you, dear. I don't know who tagged you with that name, but you wear it much prettier than I do.
Very, very nicely
I should say.
This, Mickey, go on over, meet our panel. You pick up, let me see, 3 checks from everyone except Bess. Thanks from Clorets for playing the names the same.
Nice to meet you, Mickey.
Well, Mickey, it's certainly a great pleasure for us to have you on. The name's the same. What doing in town? Besides, I know Milton Berle and...
Well, I came primarily to do the Milton Berle Show, which I did this evening at 8 o'clock, and I'm flying out to Miami, Florida tonight at 12 o'clock, where I'm going to start an engagement tomorrow at the Olympia Theater.
Oh,
for all of those viewers down there in Miami, Florida, why, you're very happy to see it. The Olympia starting tomorrow, 5 shows a day.
Oh, brother, I don't envy you that. I don't envy you that. It's one of the few remaining. Yes, Basil. Yes, surely.
Because when I left home, you were in the middle of a drama with... did you play that straight through as a drama to the end, or was there a gag comedy finish?
The boxer?
Yes.
No, it was played, first of all, as a drama.
Yeah.
And then it was reversed into a comic situation.
It did. I wondered if he was playing a dead straight show for once in a while.
Well, we did a serious bit tonight.
I see.
The American the American formula here will continue.
Mickey, it was so darn good, I hoped it was going to play straight through to the end.
It was.
Oh, you're very nice to say.
I went back and saw it. We have to get on with the program we do here, Basil. Mickey, in just a moment or so, we're going to be playing a guessing game with you.
So, Bob, what's this new game show you're hosting?
99. I could never get on this leaderboard, but you can. So go to gsn.com right now and play along.
Funny thing you just showed me.
I know, I just want to see. I want to see. Panel, it is now time to play a guessing game with Mickey Rooney. Before the show, we talked to Mickey briefly, and we asked him for a secret wish, something that he would like to do. And, panel, of course, it's up to you to solve Mickey Rooney's secret wish. Let's let our home audience see what it is Mickey Rooney would like to do. All right, let's start this round with Gene Rayburn. Gene?
Okay, this thing you'd like to do, have you ever done it before?
Sorry to say I never have.
No, huh? Would you do this for reasons primarily of financial gain?
I wouldn't take a dime for it.
Or would this thing in any sense be educational? Would you learn something from it?
Could be.
Would you have to go to a specific place to do this?
Yes, I would say that you would.
And when you got there, would it require violent physical activity, like running or jumping or something like that?
Well, if you couldn't control it, I think maybe.
Well, we don't want to throw them off. I don't think violent...
No, I would say not, Bob. No, you'd sort of relax.
Well, on the other hand, would it require concentration or study of some kind?
Of the utmost depth.
Would it help us to know what you'd be concentrating or looking at?
Would it help you?
Yeah.
Oh, by all means.
Would?
By all means.
You have 3 questions, Gene.
Would they be treasures or valuables of some kind?
They've been known to be very valuable.
Well, this is pretty confusing. I'd pass.
All right, Joni, 10 questions.
Well, let's see. You want to visit some place where there are treasures or valuables of some kind. Would these things that you look at or concentrate on be hung from a wall?
I have never seen one hung from a wall.
Would you describe these things as antiques?
I would say not.
I would agree.
When you look at these things, would it be mostly outdoors that you look at them?
I would say that you could either do it indoors or outdoors.
Yeah,
Either place?
but primarily, I think, outdoors.
Well,
more...
Excuse me. It was.
Oh, is that
but it has been known to be in and out. That's the whole truth of
I see.
the answer.
We're trying to help you.
Trying to help
I
you.
know. Are these things useful as well as decorative?
I would say so.
Yes.
Do they have moving parts?
I beg your... Yes.
Yes, they're there.
And do they go from place to place?
They travel.
Half tuxedo will travel.
4 questions, Joan.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Would they be something that need fuel? No. I think I'm on the wrong track.
I think you are,
I would
Joan.
say you were.
I'll pass.
All right,
that.
Basil, 10 questions.
Is this wish connected with the opposite sex?
Yes, it is.
Are they a number of persons? Can they be a number of persons together?
Yes, they can be.
Do you view these persons?
Oh, by all means.
Yes. Would they by any chance be a beauty parade in Florida?
Yes, they could be.
Now, wait,
is that the right... What I meant...
you have the right flavor, if that's
the
what you
flavor. You are now on the right.
Are you, you would like to be present at the next parade of Miss America?
You're zeroed in now. Yes.
That's it, but wait a minute, what position would he have?
What would I
You
like?
would like to be a judge at the
That
next...
is correct.
You've done it. Pay that man.
Thank you. Happy Florida.
Thanks so much.
Go on over and say hello to Thanks in Flores. Good to see you. See ya. Mickey Rooney. All right, let's meet our next guests with a famous name. Let's bring him in. Come right in, sir. You sit there, sir. All right, let's find out. First place, how's our time? We all right? Good. Where are you from, my dear?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. What do you do?
Secretary.
Secretary. And you, sir, where are you from?
I'm from Jersey.
Jersey, and what do you do?
Production manager in a dress manufacturer.
All right, good. Now, we know you've got famous names. Let's let our home audiences see just exactly what they are. All right? Now, we know these are your names. Our legal experts have checked their authenticity. You remember our rules, panel. Miss X and Mr. X, you may answer yes or no. Mr. and Miss X's names are 2 things that go together. 2 things that go together. Let's start with Gene Rayburn.
Like last week we had bride and groom. It could be knife and fork or something like that.
Something like that, yes.
Are you things living?
No.
No, not living. No, I'm sorry, I was watching our time. Not living.
Would I use these things?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm with you. Yes, you certainly would.
Might I use them several times a day?
Yes.
You might.
Well,
You mean you as anybody, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I use these things, do they change my appearance in some way?
Yes.
I would say very definitely, yes.
Uh-huh. Are these things that my barber might use?
Yes, your barber might be prone to use them. Yes.
Would he rub this into my hair?
What do you think about that? No, it would depend.
No?
No, he would not. You have 4
I pass.
questions. All right, Joni, 10 questions.
Are these things found in the home usually?
Yes.
They are found in many homes, yes. 2.5 minutes to go only, family.
Are they ever considered edible things?
Many people consider them edible.
They
yes.
do.
Yes.
Are they solid foods?
No.
No, they are not solid foods.
They're liquid of some kind?
Yes.
That's right. They are liquid.
They're liquid. Would they be in the dairy family in any way?
In the dairy family, you mean as related to cheese, milk products,
Yes.
things like that? No.
Oh, well, I pass.
All right, Basil, 10
Are you
questions.
any form of hard liquor?
Yes.
Yes, in part.
Would I put soda with you?
I don't know whether you would
All
or
right,
not.
maybe I would. Maybe I might put water. Are you whiskey and water?
No, that is not quite right. It's 7 questions to go and only about 1.5 minutes.
Are you something that people take regularly? That they drink regularly?
I should hope not.
Oh, I see. Are you, by any
Well,
chance...
let me explain now that some people might, unfortunately.
Oh,
might.
are you in a medicine chest? Can you be found in a medicine chest?
As a matter of fact, at one time, that could have been possible.
All right,
but,
Bess, take a shot. We've got some...
All right, no, not in the medicine chest. Best 10 questions.
Well, then, am I to assume that perhaps one of you is an intoxicating liquor?
That is correct.
The other one is water?
No.
Soda.
Soda is right.
Are you Scotch and soda?
Scotch and soda. Scotch and soda is right. Basil, did I give you a wrong?
Yeah, I thought whiskey. When I said whiskey, when I say whiskey, I thought whiskey was Scotch.
Well, I'm not very familiar with those things, Basil. I wouldn't know. No, as a matter of fact, the British would consider whiskey Scotch in many instances,
right.
I'm sure, and I should have given you credit for that.
The English refer to Scotch as whiskey, and we refer to it as Scotch.
And I refer to it as expensive. Well, at any rate, you have just met Scotch and soda. Which one is Scotch? Are you Scotch and you're soda? What is your first name, Miss Scotch?
Francis.
Francis Scotch and?
Anthony.
Francis Scotch and Anthony Soda. And a very happy... Are you related in any way?
No.
Well, you never know what's going to happen on this show. They may walk out of here married. Well, anyway, Scotch and Soda, been awfully nice meeting you. Go on over and meet our teetotaling panel. You collect, let me see, how many checks? 1, 2, 3. Thanks from Clorets for playing the names the same. The panel and I will be back in a moment, folks. Tell you how they did in about next week's show. Honey. Have a little accounting. Joan Alexander, make your report.
I lost $60, but it was worth it because I met Mickey Rooney. I think he's the greatest. Good night, everybody.
Gene Rayburn, how about you?
I lost $80, and that'll buy a lot of Scotch and soda. It's a good thing I don't drink. Good night.
Bess Meyerson, how about you?
Well, I lost $40, and I'd like to verify the fact that I never perform behind a fan or a bubble.
Basil Rathbone.
I lost $60, and Bob, if you just translate my English into good American, I might have lost 40.
All right, I'm sorry, Basil. Good night, panel. You did very well. Good night, folks, for Clorets, the delicious chlorophyll chewing gum that makes your breath kissing sweet in seconds. The panel and I will see you again next week on The Name's the Same, brought to you once again by Clorets. Good night.
The Name's the Same has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Associate producer, Peter Arnell. directed by Herbert Hirschman. Tonight's technical director, Bill Lawrence. Miss Alexander's gown by Miss Yaga. This is Lee Vine, speaking for Florette, reminding you to tune in each and every week at the same time for the names...